Hi, guys. It is so nice to be back with you once again. And after 2 weeks of being with my family, I feel so refreshed and I'm thrilled to be back on with all of you. So let's hop right into it. My name is Amber Swift. I'm a certified integrative and functional nutrition health coach. So today I have a question for you. Do you ever feel like you are doing all of the right things and yet you still feel exhausted, anxious, maybe a little off and foggy? Let's look today at maybe what and how you are eating. Let's look at that today and see if just we might be able to discover a couple of the missing pieces. So I have one of my favorite foods. So I'm going to get right into that in just a second. So a lot of times when we hit the midlife time in our lives, we begin to think, I'm doing the same thing I've always done. Why do I feel off? And sometimes it's just rooted in your blood sugar level dysregulation. So what do I mean by that? So when you begin to enter the midlife changes, and that begins at 35. We're not told that when we're younger, but it really does. You begin to struggle more with cortisol spikes. You begin to feel just off. Hey, Libby. Hi, Sam. Nice to see you guys. And so what we're going to talk about is I want you to leave you with just a couple of things that you can begin doing today. So first, I want you to begin eating every 4 hours. This is going to help regulate your blood sugar level. This is key. Now, what in the heck do you eat? So I'm going to share with you just a couple of my very favorite foods. So when you eat, you want to eat that protein, that fat, and that fiber. Why? Because you want to keep your blood sugar level regulated. You need the protein for your muscles. We need to be building muscles. You need that healthy fat to help stabilize your hormones so you don't feel fatigued and anxious and off and foggy. So I'm going to leave you with 4 of my favorite foods. One is bone broth. I make this every week. I just roast a chicken, throw that carcass into my Instant Pot, and I make bone broth. If you don't want to make your own bone broth, this is what I keep on hand also. I keep bone broth protein powder. I'll drop a link where you can get this at up to 15% off, actually 20% off if you put it into the monthly automated shipping. So I love bone broth. Why? Because it helps to soothe your gut health. It helps to calm your nerves. We need this, right? We don't need to be running around anxious and feeling off and dysregulated. So bone broth is key. Another one of my favorites is grass-fed beef. We need to be eating beef. We need to be eating it regularly. One of my favorite naturopathic doctors actually recommends eating almost a pound of beef a day. So it is not a bad thing. It is going to be dependent on who you are and what your body needs. But beef, it's rich in iron and B vitamins, which are essential for your energy levels and soothing your moods. Next, avocados. I usually try to eat like at least a half of an avocado a day. I put it in my smoothies. I'll have some scrambled eggs with a half of an avocado. Just keep it simple. This healthy fat will help to stabilize your blood sugar level, which will also help to support your hormones, to support clear thinking. We need this, don't we? Right? I want to think clear. I want to have energy. I want to be calm for myself, for my family, and the people around me. Okay, finally, my 4th favorite food to calm your mind, to keep you out of that fight or flight, to keep you from being anxious, to stabilize your blood sugar level, to keep those hormones balanced is flax seeds. I love flax seeds. They're a source of phytoestrogens. They can help balance your estrogen levels, and this is essential for balanced hormones. So today, grass-fed beef. I told you about grass-fed beef. I told you about bone broth, avocados, flax seeds. These are all amazing for helping to keep your body calm, to help pull you out of that fight or flight, to help keep your blood sugar level regulated, to keep your hormones balanced. Which of these foods are you maybe already eating, or maybe are you going to begin adding into your diet? Let's begin adding those foods that help to keep us feeling balanced and energized. Also, I'm going to drop a free quiz down below because this is going to take you less than 2 minutes. It's going to get to the root of the exhaustion and anxiety that you're feeling. And I also came up with a plan just for you to begin implementing today, incorporating these foods and some other things to help you. I want to see you feeling energized. I want to see you feeling calm. I want to see you feeling like your hormones are balanced and you're not just grasping. So leave some comments below. I'd love to see how I can support you. And I hope you all have a fabulous day.